We had so many acceptors for the MR70 handicap over 1,600 metres that we were forced to divide the race into two. Race 5, the first half of the MR70 handicap over 1,600 metres. And this, the sixth race, the first leg of the second jackpot due off at 14.35, is the second half of the split handicap. And again, we're confronted with a very, very difficult race. But before getting into all of the form, let's catch up with reruns of number 4, Twice the Flight, who ran third at Hollywood Bets Gravel on the 5th of May. Number 5, Coup d'Etat, who could be an interesting runner, hasn't been seen for a long time. We go back all the way to the 11th of September when he finished third at Fairview. That's Coup d'Etat. And then we've got interviews with Craig Udy and Garth Puller.
Second, Rock With Me, Fever, Winter Time. Towards the outside, Star Crusade and Brigade. Coming to the 200, they're right across the track, Rock With Me, Fever. Down the inside, Winter Time, Star Crusade and Twice the Flight. They're right across the track, Rock With Me, Star Crusade. They get to the line. It's close between Rock With Me and Star Crusade. Twice the Flight, Winter Time on the inside.
Aranches, and at the offices they went to the final 250 metres at the Opera. Jackpot Jewel, Coup d'Etat tries to stick around. Aranches up the far side into the final 200 metres they go at the Opera, narrowly in front. Aranches is a neck away at the Opera. Aranches at the Opera. Aranches close at the Opera. Aranches third went to Coup d'Etat, and then came Jackpot Jewel.
Yeah, Twice the Flight, he ran a cracker of a race last time, came from a long way off them with Sean on. And if we can just sit a little bit closer today, on Sunday, he'll be a huge runner there. He's working very well. He's on his toes. He's taken the run well. I think he's a huge runner there.
Kane Lime and Soda, he's raced with the top horses Ratak and that of Pete Staines in Cape Town. Never far off them. He's a bit of an enigma. We don't really know where we are with him. According to Anton Marcus, he'll go 2,400 metres. According to his record, he's best over 1,600. I've tried him over the 2,000. It's his third run now. He's doing well at home. I'm just hoping for a nice run. I'm hoping for a kick-on run where he's running on at the line.
Kane Lyman Soda, yeah, he has been an enigma. Promised so much earlier in his career. He's got his owner, Robert Bloomberg, pulling his hair out, and certainly now that he's been relocated to the province of KwaZulu-Natal, he's got Garth Puller pulling his hair out, because we know that Kane Lyman Soda has got the ability. He's just not putting it in. He's dropped all the way from a 98 to a 69. I'm not suggesting it's going to be on Sunday, but one of these days, Kane Lyman Soda is going to be in the mood for running, and he's going to blow them away at this level. But this race 6 is probably even more difficult than race 5. They're betting 5-1 the field. I'm not being of much help to you in races 5 and 6. The only advice I can give you, and the only surefire way of getting through both races 5 and 6, is to include the field in races 5 and 6. And for that reason, I'm bankering Victory Twist in the opening leg and hopefully narrowing down some of the other legs. But let's chat about a couple of the runners. Confident talk coming through from Craig Udy on behalf of the Mike Miller stable. Number 4, Twice the Flight, priced up at 15-2. Does have a neat draw of 4. Sean Veal rides him. Interesting that the last 2 occasions that Sean has ridden this horse, that was 3 runs back over 1,600 metres. He finished 4th to Congo Compact, and that was over the 1,600 at Hollywood Bet Scottsville. Then last time out, Sean Veal rode him. He finished a close-up 3rd behind Rock With Me. That was over a little further, over 1,800 metres. He came from a long way back to run 3rd. So he does give the impression that 1,600 metres might be a little on the sharp side for him, and that could well be the case. But in this class of race, you have to have utmost respect for number 4, Twice the Flight. Number 1, Two of Us, at 11-2, ran 2nd behind Brass Bell last time out, and prior to that beat the Snow War. His last win was on the poly track, then he ran 2nd on the turf track, so the surface shouldn't be a problem. He's cracked the number 1 gate. That gives number 1, Two of Us, a bright chance under Ryan Munger. Number 2, Living Waters, at 7-1, has seldom been far back in recent encounters. Gets another good draw, Raymond Danielson riding for the Gavin Van Sale stable. So Living Waters cannot be safely ignored. A runner that I've been following and will follow again on Sundays, number 3, Cavalieri, 9-1 in the betting. Last time out, he did make some headway behind Walton Hall. I'm judging him on his 3rd to Vincent. Stuart Randolph reunites with Cavalieri. He's ridden him twice for a win and a 3rd. So I'm expecting Stuart Randolph to get the best out of Cavalieri from a draw of 3, and that is certainly one that I consider as a fair each-way bet at 10-1. I have been following him, and I'm going to continue following him. 5 Coup d'Etat, we saw the rerun. Interesting horse, only had 2 starts, both in the Eastern Cape. He hasn't run since the 11th of September. He did win on debut. He's 10-1 in the early market exchanges. He could be decent. We'll have to wait and see. Walton Hall is the 5-1 favourite. He won last time out at the expense of Midnight Badger. Midnight Badger did that form absolutely no favours when finishing unplaced in his subsequent start, but Walton Hall could follow up. On his best form, he certainly has a chance. 7 straight 6 won his maiden last time and can continue to improve. Another interesting runner is number 8 Fat Cigar. I think he's better than his form suggests. Blinkers have been added. That's a late declaration. That could be the master stroke. So watch out for a much better run from number 8 Fat Cigar. And then Gold Season. Back to form last time out. Back to the sort of form he showed as a 2-year-old. But he's drawn 15 out of 15. He ran second to Karoo Lark. Very good effort. Probably the best form coming into this race. But can he overcome the 15 out of 15 starting stall? It's another tough race for punters. Races 5 and 6. The MR70 handicaps over 1600. Very tough. I fancy a bit of Cavalieri. I fancy a bit of Fat Cigar. But there are many others with chances.